Hello guys, welcome back to Insane Gamers. So, നമുക്ക് ഡിവിഷൻ കളിക്കാം. Okay, the full division. Let's go. Checking. The opponent found. Country form ആവുമ്പോ കാഞ്ചി കളിച്ചോക്കാം.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Gakpo. Oh, good ball. Can he put it away? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Counter promptly here. Nuno Mendes. Strong running down that left flank. And that interception was most necessary. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Welcome to the stream.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Scholes.
There we
Goal! Ajax! And Ajax take the lead. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner. Unstoppable.
Ajax get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And it's Neymar.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Neymar. Over to the left. He's put the shot away. Danger averted for now. And here's Messi. Out wide. Oh, important interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's headed upfield.
Oh, really well played.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Gakpo, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Short changes him with that pass. And they win it back again. Bernardo Silva powering forward here. And that has been slung wide. A beauty going for goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical...
And it's half-time here. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And the action is back on the way.
India need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Rodri goes looking wide. He's looking to set free a runner. Scholes, Messi. Albert Ferrer wins the duel this time. Distributed tidily. Chelhanoglu. And here's Neymar. And he cuts out the supply. He shifted it to the flank. And that's another good win of the ball. Scholes set up one goal so far. Almost an hour gone. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking...
He's hit it! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitutions taking place.
മര്യാദ കളിച്ച ഇവനെ കൊണ്ടുപോയി ജാതി അവസ്ഥ. Okay, everyone watching the stream. Come on, boys, do like the stream.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. He gets big.
Nice.
They've scored! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Goes for the header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Williams instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
Fernando Torres.
India clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of...
Kulusevski! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Kulusevski controlled that with such ease and really ought to have followed it up with a goal.
Musiala. Nice control. Bernardo Silva. Clears it out of harm's way. And he was quick to react. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
ഷൂട്ട് ചെയ്താൽ മതിയായിരുന്നു.
Torres!
പുറത്ത്.
That is decidedly lacking.
Substitution in progress.
India are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's been given away. Gets his pass away. The ball's gone astray. Perez. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, they can break here. Son Heung-min. And he's got the big... There's the shot!
ലാസ്റ്റ് സെലിബ്രേഷൻ ഉണ്ട്.
Style.
ഫാസ്റ്റ് അടിച്ചിട്ട്
And
സെലിബ്രേഷൻ
surely
കാണിച്ചതല്ലേ.
now, the result's beyond doubt.
നടക്കട്ടെ അങ്ങോട്ട്.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
അയ്യേ പേടിത്തമ്പൻ. കുറച്ച് സ്പീഡും ഉണ്ട്, കിട്ടുന്ന പോലെ കളിക്കും. സാധാരണ യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് Everyone watching the stream. AJ11. AJ11. Be full form. Gerard use ചെയ്തിട്ട് റോഡ്രി കളിച്ചോക്കാം.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it.
Oh,
It's
Diaby,
there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So, a breakthrough already. Diaby.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted. And here's Di Maria.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Casemiro.
Works it forward. Gakpo. Now it's Diaby. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Offside line.
And he's straight offside.
Yeah, 3 people watching the stream. Come on, boys, do like the stream and subscribe.
India are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Now it's Torres. Oh, they can break here. Gakpo engages and forces him off the ball. Koundé gets good distance on it. Di Maria unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Konami.
Put it away! It's in! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
That looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. Albert Ferrer. Here's Rodri. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Isak. Gerrard. India finding their passes. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi.
Messi.
And it's Fernando Torres. Ruben shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Manchester United clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Manchester United take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive Brazilians to equal that attacking flair.
Forwards and with intent.
Bendenare.
They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Drives it in. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident pass.
Messi! Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is a great ball. India needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Koundé deals with that comfortably. Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass somewhat off target. Isak. Diaby.
എടാ ഗ്യാക്കോ.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
No, he's managed to misplace that. Saliba. Forward it goes. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
India showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
മോനെ ഓപ്പൺ ചാൻസ് കിട്ടി.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Chance here to counter.
ഇപ്പൊ പോയി.
Shifted upfield.
കൊടുക്കുന്ന ബോളല്ലോ ഓന്റെ കാലത്തുണ്ടാകുന്നത്.
Well seen, saw that coming.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, nicely intercepted. De Ligt calmly anticipates. De Bruyne. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Now it's Mbappe.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
And he was alert to it. It's run loose here. Picked up Diaby! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
വിട്ട ബോൾ അടിക്കാൻ.
De Bruyne. So that's it. It is all over. India illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with,
Nice,
but as we
nice.
have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
നമുക്ക് 4-3-3 അടിക്കാം. മിഡ്ഫീൽഡ് ഫോർമേഷൻ ഏതാ? ഇന്ത്യൻ്റെത് 4-3-1. Acharward, hi bro, welcome to stream. If you do watching the stream, come on boys, do like the stream and subscribe. Really കളിക്കുക MF. കളിച്ചോട്ടെ Open found Liverpool. നോക്കാം
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Isak. And here's Torres!
Oh, nice interception.
Swept in. And that has been cleared. Nice physical challenge. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well seen. Saw that coming. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. Okay, he can be quite conservative and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
Messi.
Iniesta. This is promising.
Bora weekend of
Pressing's
Greece
intense,
and
and it's paid off. David Villa. David Villa! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Garcia.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Played back in. I think that's offside.
Offside.
Yes, it is.
Bora.
Isak. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And it's Fernando Torres. Neymar.
Neymar.
Isak. And here's Torres.
Fernando Torres. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And that interception was most necessary. David Villa. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Isak. He shifted it to the flank. Isak. Oh, good read. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
Keep rewatching the stream.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the action is back underway.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Looking for options for movement. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Torres. Dixon. Rodri. Nice sequence of passes, this. And that's been intercepted. And it's Maradona. Oh, well played. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Stood up well to him there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Areola! It's a loose ball. He'll try to keep this alive. And that could well leave a mark. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that interception was most necessary. De Ketelara. This might spell danger. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Over to the left. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.
സ്പീഡില്ല. Roommate.
Well, they say football's only a
Everyone
game,
watching the
but
stream.
try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it.
Wait.
Great chance! Another chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the
Not
defence saw
political,
nothing
but
coming.
something.
They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Lewandowski with a predatory goal.
Oh, Peter, you
At
can't
least
teach
പിടിക്കാൻ
that. You
പറ്റുന്നുണ്ട്.
either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. This is promising.
കൊടുക്കുന്ന ബോളും എൻ്റെ കാര്യം.
Lewandowski, and they're quick to get it back. Saliba and De Ketelaere. Maradona, and he's intervened well there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. De Ketelaere. And the shot!
Ambu, nice.
Yes, it's in!
Midhan Sanju, hi bro, welcome to
They
the stream.
have come roaring back. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before
Yeah,
the ball
man,
was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Rodri. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That is a great pick out. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
David Villa. And that has left him in a heap. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. He is through here. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he
looked
terrific.
Barcelona take the lead. Rodri. David Villa. And he was quick to react. And now they can clear their lines. De Ketelaere. Now it's Mbappe. Chance to shoot now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh,
it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's been cut out, well played. Shifted upfield. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
Rummenigge. And the shot. Oh, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
De Paul gets his pass away. And he's managed to get rid. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Rodri. And they can counter here. And it's Ronaldinho. Kawasaki Frontale, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Son Heung-min, he's beaten the last man, hits one! Yes! A A goal on a landmark
ഭാഗ്യം
occasion
കൊണ്ട്
for this
മാത്രം.
man who makes his 50th appearance here and now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Now that's well seen too. And here's Son Heung-min. Maradona. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, what about it? Kawasaki Frontale have come back from the very brink.
Kawasaki Frontal merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
എടാ
It's Son Heung-min!
സണ്ണ്.
Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
എന്തിനാ റോഡ്രീനെല്ലാം മാറ്റി കാലം മാറക്കൊണ്ട് കാണാനേ.
And we have our very first corner. Costa Curta. Well, now it's a race for the ball,
ഓഫ് സൈഡ്.
and he's straight offside. Cafu. That's a little off target. Fiddles it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
എടാ പോയി.
Rummenigge. He's got the
Shit.
shot away!
എന്റെ മിസ്റ്റേക്കാണ്.
Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking
Goal
at its
കിട്ടിയിട്ട്.
finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the bot. And there goes
Clear
the final
mistake.
whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won
And
on
it's a
another
clear
day,
act, yeah,
but
dear.
alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a...
If you're watching the stream, come on boys, do like the stream and subscribe. Diabine use ചെയ്യാം. I am back. Yeah, മോനെ. ഉള്ള ഒരു ടീം പറഞ്ഞു തരുമോ? എടാ നീ കസ്റ്റമൈസ് ചെയ്തു. കസ്റ്റമൈസ് നെക്സ്റ്റ് ആരെല്ലാം ഉണ്ടാ? ഫ്രണ്ട് ഇല്ലടാ, ഓൺലി ഡിവിഷൻ. ഇന്ന് ഡിവിഷൻ മാത്രം. ഫോർട്ട് ഉള്ളത് ഫോർമേഷൻ എഡിറ്റ് ചെയ്താൽ മതി. നിന്റെ ഇഷ്ടത്തിന് ഫോർമേഷൻ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും എഡിറ്റ് ഓപ്ഷനിൽ. അത് ചെയ്തിട്ട് സെറ്റ് ആവുന്നില്ല. ഫോർട്ട് അങ്ങനെ ആവുന്നില്ലേ? എന്നാ ഞാനും ഡിവിഷൻ കളിക്കട്ടെ. എന്റെ സെറ്റ് ആവുന്നില്ല, എന്താ ചെയ്യാ? പണ്ടാരം വെക്കുന്ന സ്ഥലം സെറ്റ് ആവുന്നില്ല. നല്ല ഓപ്പണന്റ്.
Well, there is a point in every campaign of startling clarity. Gone is any margin of error, and we are faced with absolutes. Anything but a win, and it is all over. Those are the cold, hard facts. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive
ബ്രോ ബൈ.
sense of occasion.
ഓക്കെടാ.
And already we're underway here. And the
Yeah,
whistle blown
offside.
as you read the
Yeah.
offside.
എന്താണ്?
Lam. The muscular approach does pay off here. The ball is loose
Oi.
and the chase is on. Heads it!
Ah.
Oh,
Bagging
surely
under
that
accepted.
deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did
മോനെ
in the
കുട്ട,
back.
ഞാൻ ആയിരിക്കാടാ ബോൾ
Headed
കൊടുത്ത്.
upfield. Messi is in a really good position out wide. That's a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. De Paul. Kawasaki Frontale. So far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
ഒന്ന് ബോൾ എടുക്കടാ. എന്തെന്നാ ഇത്? ഒരു ത്രൂ ബോൾ കൊടുത്ത് ഞാൻ ബോൾ എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല, എന്തിനാടാ?
Rummenigge might just make this. Neymar smoothly does it. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Diaby. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
അപ്പോഴേക്ക് തീ കാരണാണ്ട് സൈഡിൽ നിന്ന് കയറിയത്.
Throw in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Baresi makes the interception. Oh, good read.
ബരേസി, വെരി ഗുഡ്.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Now it's
Wait, wait.
Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! And it's a
Konami,
goal!
very good, thanks.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's
I
one
like
for
your
the
mentality.
Julius goals panel. A 1-0 lead established.
1 vs 1 ഇല്ലടാ.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Diaby.
എടാ ഒന്ന്
That's a key
നീട്ടി കൊടുത്തൂടെ
interception.
മാടാ.
And the defence can get it clear. Lam.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the pass is intercepted. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Substitution in progress.
And we're underway again.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Kawasaki Frontale, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And he cuts out the supply. No, again, there's no way through. Kimmich. Cruyff.
Offside അല്ലേ?
Cruyff finds himself offside.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Well played. That has
Hi bro, സുഖാണോ?
danger.
Yeah.
Fiddles
സുഖം
it
തന്നെ.
through. De Paul. And it's Fernando Torres. No, that's been intercepted. Isak.
YouTube kid, hello,
Showing a little
welcome
bit
to stream.
desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, this looks promising. Got to make this count. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
എന്തിനാടാ ഓടുന്നത്?
Good spot. He's seen the run. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Isak. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Torres.
അയ്യോ,
And he's there to get it away.
24 points.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Clips it so gently.
എന്തിനാടാ അങ്ങനെ കൊടുത്തത്?
Kawasaki Frontal have a simple task to find
Dude,
something
and Tangali.
sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
ദേ പോയി.
Great ball, and he's in here. Guardiola. That is ended up in no man's land. Added
Correct
time
90
is up,
minutes വിളിച്ചല്ലോ.
and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful.
റെലഗേഷൻ ആയിരിക്കും. ഇല്ലേ? ഫോർമേഷൻ ഒന്നും അങ്ങോട്ട് സെറ്റ് ആവുന്നില്ലല്ലോ. Opponent found. Opponent. Checking. Vaccine AJ. ഇതും തോപ്പിക്കും ഷുവർ. അതാണ് മെഡിക്കനാണ് എൻ്റെ തോപ്പിക്കാൻ ഭയങ്കര ഉഷാറ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഏതാ എക്സ്ട്രാ ഫണ്ണ് നോക്കാം. സണ്ണുണ്ടല്ലോ ഇല്ല. Come on. Let's start back up.
Well, it is true enough that just one bad result will rarely decide your fate, but the truth is there have been too many bad results this season, and so a day like today was increasingly inevitable. Thus it is win or bust. Things cannot be more simple than that. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Can he get it through? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he was quick to react. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Played out wide. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I see this guy Upamecano as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball out of defence. I mean, if you're a team like many of the good ones that like to play out from the back, then this Frenchman really is your perfect fit.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Merino, and he's got the Merino! They will be quick to recover this. Di Maria, oh, good read. And we have our very first corner.
2 watching, 3 watching, come on. Where is it? Because right focus, come on.
Great leap! It's loose. Another
Football.
chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Hernandez. No goals as yet. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Drogba. And here's Schneider. It's Schneider! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Merino. Oh, nicely intercepted. Maradona. Conte. Maradona. Liverpool finding their passes. Maradona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Side. എന്താന്ന് പറയാ?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Back into the middle. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passing nice and
Di Maria.
Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Robert Lewandowski.
And the action
Coming
is
on
back
the
underway.
field is number 9.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should.
Big chance!
Drogba.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now terrific
Kubo.
header.
Kubo.
And he's found the net. And that has
This one
raised
did
the
he?
roof. Survival now, very much on. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And that's been intercepted. And it's Di Maria. Well seen, saw that coming. That's headed upfield. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's picked it up out wide. Very nicely done. And that interception was most necessary.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers... It's Drogba!
Drogba. ഇച്ചാക്ക് save ഇടാൻ
That was superb goalkeeping!
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 2 then. He gets
Oh,
big!
ഭാഗ്യം.
It's in! And with that
Relegate ആയാണ്ട്
goal
ഇവിടെ
comes
പിടിച്ചു നിർത്തണ്ട.
comfort!
അങ്ങനെ
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
So that's 2 now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on perspective.
Great chance!
അടിക്കുന്ന shot
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Stoichkov is fully aware of how important that could have been, probably game, set and match.
So will they make it count again? Up to meet it!
പുറത്ത്.
He should have put that one away.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Kane. Now it's Maradona. Looking for the run. Well seen, saw that coming. And here's Kane. Now this could be a chance. And collective relief
Come on, watch
etched
the
on the
screen.
faces of the defenders.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
It is quite a game, this. Threatened with the drop, but this is a team that will not go quietly.
Oh, this is a show of great character. The players really have produced when they had to.
Oh, good read. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Has been indicated.
Conte. Interesting ball. And that's another good win of the ball. Acuna, who does have an assist to his name. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And time is up. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Drogba picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, how will we look back on that?
എങ്കിലും ഡിവിഷൻ 3-ലെത്തുമോ? Checking option. GMC ആണ് 50. ഇതായിരുന്നു. Ronaldo. Hey Insane, welcome to the channel guys.
So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and great chance!
Rodriguez.
This is the time you need that pace.
That looks a good ball through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a goal kick.
Before watching the stream.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's played forward. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Looking for the run. Mbappe. Now it's Cruyff. Hits one! Goal! Bayern Munich! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't seem on. It's really crafty business, that.
Bayern Munich break the deadlock.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
And it's Drogba. De Paul. Good read, needed to be. Dembele. Dembele finds himself offside.
Konami.
Drogba, great ball, and he's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Tries a header! And he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now that looks a decent ball. Scholes. And here's Drogba. Nice sequence of passes, this. Son Heung-min. Hullet. Mbappe. It's Hullet. Gets his pass away. No, that's been intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nicked it back promptly. And here's James. Decent hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. De Paul! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser! That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
The referee brings the first half to a close. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Johan Cruyff.
So we're into the second 45.
Number 8,
Oh, good read. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Casillas deals with it effortlessly.
Son Heung-min really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Interesting ball. And that's been intercepted. Scholes. Rice. And that interception was most necessary. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well seen, saw that coming.
കാറ്റിലോണ്ട്
The attendance for this match was
Oh, played right into his path. It's Son
എവിടെ
Heung-min!
നായി
Goal! Bayern Munich! And again they hit the front.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
number 15. Son
Bayern Munich get themselves into the lead.
Heung-min.
And it's Son Heung-min.
Son Heung-min. Substitution in
Oh, that's a key interception.
എടുത്തോണോ
And here's Cristiano
Come on,
Ronaldo. Goes looking wide. Hullet. Koundé. It's Hullet. De Paul played out to the right. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Dembele. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Koundé. Mbappe. Fiddles it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, he's found some space here. Bayern Munich looking to pass their way through. Rodri.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Short changes him with that pass. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And no, that was never going to make it. And he's intervened well there. Clears it out of harm's way. Acuna. Bayern Munich are looking to break at pace.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's in space and looking for options. Look at tries a shot! Goal!
ഇങ്ങനെയല്ലേ
They have stolen level at the last!
Yeah, I'd call.
And the referee
And
brings it
Alexis.
to a close. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
watching stream ഇൻസൈൻ ഫാൻസ് ഒക്കെ ഇവിടെ ആർക്ക് ഫാൻസ് നക്ക നെവർ എവർ അണ്ണൻ എന്താ അങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞ ബിഗ് ഫാൻ ജാടയില്ലാത്ത മനുഷ്യൻ ആ അബു ഭീകരൻ Bro, how are you? Yeah, fine, bro. What about you? പച്ച മനുഷ്യൻ അതെ അതെ long time ago റൗണക് the god baby Yes, bro, after I this. Wow. Can never blocker. Okay, for people watching the stream, come on guys, do like the stream. Insane അല്ല green sign. എന്താ green sign?
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game
എന്നാ
should
ഒരു
be a
ടൂർണമെന്റ്
truly
നടത്തിയാലോ
entertaining
ജയിക്കുന്ന
one,
ആൾക്കാര്
whichever side of it
മുട്ടായി.
you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and
ആ
colour, and the juices are
വേഗാക്ക.
flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to
എന്ത്
perform.
കളിയാടാ മോനെ?
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
So, what can they make of this? Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Trent
Jackpot.
Alexander-Arnold is a key
ആ ഭാഗ്യം ഞാൻ
component,
രക്ഷപ്പെട്ടു.
particularly in teams that
വിചാരിച്ചു
play on
പോയി.
the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Merino, he won't be happy with that one.
പാൽമർ.
Oh, that's a key interception. De Paul, played out to the right. And now the breakaway. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good read. Moved on forwards. Nedved looking to run onto it. De Paul.
ഡ്രോഗ്ബ. ഇൻസൈൻ വെള്ളുവെൾ ഏറ്റെടുക്ക് ജയിച്ചാൽ
And we
എൻ്റെ
have
വക
our very
മന്തി.
first corner.
ഇനി നിനക്ക് എന്നെ അറിയില്ലല്ലോ, നീ വാട്സപ്പ് ഗ്രൂപ്പിലൊന്നും ഇല്ലല്ലോ, പിന്നെ ഇതെങ്ങനെയാ? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എൻ്റെ നമ്പർ ഉണ്ട്?
And now a sudden chance to counter. Nedved wins the duel this time. Yamal, he's picked his way through. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Drogba.
ബെക്കം ബോവർ.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Rice.
ക്യു ആർ ഇതാ.
And it's Kane. Threads one in. Oh, that's a fine interception.
നമുക്ക് ഫുള്ള് വേണം,
And
ഫുള്ള്.
it's played forward
ക്വാർട്ടറൊന്നും കിട്ടിയിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല.
for Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And that interception was most necessary. And here's Drogba.
എന്തെന്നാടാ
He's looking
രണ്ടെണ്ണ.
to set free a runner. Good read, needed to be.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the
യമാൽ
opportunity to
യമാൽ
turn.
ലമീൻ യമാൽ.
He has found the way through. Well, the
Very
counter-attack will come to nothing
good.
because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from
Okay,
it.
2 people watching the
Plenty for
stream.
the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
പോയി വന്നാലും പോയി എന്താന്ന്
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Passes coming up in quick succession here.
ക്രോസ് വരുന്നു.
Into the middle. Gets his pass away, and he cuts out the supply. De Paul.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's thrown. It's
അടിച്ച് കേട്ടടോ എന്തിനാണ് ഡ്രോപ്പ്
and he was there to get a vital touch.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. He rises!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Great ball.
Hello,
if he can
offside
get
ഇല്ലേ?
there. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Good spot, he's seen the run. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice sequence of passes this. Spread out to the left. Nedved. And the finish!
ഓടാ മോനെ
He has done it!
ഡ്രോഗ്ബ
Yeah,
അടിച്ച്
I call that transition with
എടാ
bite.
എങ്ങനെ
They won it back and bit
എങ്ങനെ
hard.
പോയി
Number 20, Didier Drogba. Substitution in progress.
വേണ്ടുന്ന നേരം അടിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പോവില്ല വിലക്ക.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
That's tidy.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Spot on, Peter.
That pass has been well intercepted. Works it forward.
അതാ
Firmino.
മോനെ പോയി.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitution.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He can get that clear. England.
പോയി പോയി ഇല്ല.
Mbappe!
എന്താ ഭാഗ്യം ഇങ്ങനെ
Just the wrong
സൈഡിലേക്ക്
outcome.
എടുക്കുവാണല്ലോ.
Mbappe certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Engages and forces him off the ball. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Nedved.
There will be 5
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Schneider. Oh, that's fabulous. Opts to play it back.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's a sweet ball, that.
ഒരു ഗോൾ
And that's
ജയിച്ച്.
it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.
Checking. എന്താടാ ഇത്?
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And the shot's on Palmer! They want to be quick to recover this.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's a sweet ball, that.
There's very little doubt, Peter, as to where the key supply route in this setup is going to be from.
Got to be the Nielsen, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, very much the quintessential Brazilian winger of vintage mould, I would say, and I'm sure he'll prove very productive.
And he's got so much pace.
Sorry,
hasn't he?
sorry,
And all
wrong
of those tricks.
division
The
ആടാ,
fact that
division.
he can play on both wings as well is a really important factor.
White makes the interception. Bellingham. And through to the goalkeeper. And he cuts out the supply. Dixon. So what can they make of this? Haaland bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Real and the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
It's a pretty loose
എടാ,
pass.
1.5 hours backോട്ട്.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Cannavaro gets it back. Back into the middle. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's picked out the run.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Torres.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Bellingham. Bellingham! Well, that
People
wasn't too
watching
dissimilar to
stream.
the
Their
previous
maximum
attempt.
stream like
This is proving to be a very good spell.
big
The
guys,
intensity
come
is
on.
great, but they've got to make it count.
And we have our very first corner. Marquinhos attempts a clearance. Costa Curta. Di Maria proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Haaland. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
Half
And
time.
there is the half-time whistle. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How would you review the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the game has already resumed here. So, deadlock still as the second half begins. Palmer. Acuna spots it and intercepts. Palmer. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. Stoichkov!
എൻ്റെ മോനെ കോണാമി.
Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
72,306.
I'm back another way.
Beckenbauer out to the right. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Great ball if he can get there.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's had a
Very good
shot!
throw.
He's got a goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
After 71 minutes.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good read. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that's been intercepted. Can he spark a counter here?
Building down the cross. Good goal.
Oh, well played. And he's heaved it away. Haaland. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kubo. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
അവനെ
Oh, that
ജയിപ്പിക്കണം
was a
എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ
frustrating
എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും
game.
ജയിപ്പിക്കും.
They were, at times, cohesive,
ഒന്നും
very
പറയാനില്ല.
capable, but undone by an opponent who...
Boxer. Creative playmaker. WF കളിക്കോ? കളിക്കല്ലേ? നോക്കാം. 3 people watching the stream. Come on boys, do like the stream and subscribe. Road to 6.16k. Your opponent found Chocus 11. Off. എന്താടാ ഇത്?
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Corner.
Corner given. And we have our very first corner. And the
Oh,
shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Lazio didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Now it's Torres. Oh, good read. And here's James. And he's managed to get free. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, you could see he
Tyler
was eager to
London.
get a shot away, but
Hi
there
bro,
was too
welcome
much
to the
flesh
stream.
and bone in his path.
De Paul. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Snyder. That has been slung wide. Now it's Messi. And here's the chance to counter. Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Perisic. He is through.
Torres.
Goalkeeper's ball.
Division തന്നെ.
This is the time you need that pace.
കുറേ സമയം കളിപ്പിക്കുന്നു.
James Rodriguez. And that's been intercepted. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Gets his pass away. Moved on forwards. And that interception was most necessary. Now it's James Rodriguez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Schneider. Good read, needed to be. DiMarco.
Oh, really well played.
Oh,
They've got the final touch there. Goal kick's been given. Defence has got rid of that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
half time.
The referee brings the first half to a close. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open
ഇപ്പൊ
second
സെക്കൻഡ്
half to
ഹാഫിലാണ്
follow.
അടിക്കായിരിക്കും.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
എന്താടാ വരാത്തെ? ഓ, ഫോർമേഷൻ മാറ്റി.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Now the
എടാ
finish!
റോക്കറ്റ് പോലെ
Oh,
പോയി.
good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Well-timed, excellent interception. De Paul for Perisic. Schneider out to the right. James Rodriguez. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And it's Perisic. Out of play for a throw. Still just a single goal between the sides. Well seen, saw that coming. It's a sweet ball that. And he welcomes
പോയി
it in.
പോയി പോയി.
This might
Bag
be a big
അടിച്ച്.
chance. It's there.
ജാതിക്കളി
Perfect
മെയിനൊക്കെ
placement.
ഇതന്നെ.
The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 22.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Coming on to replace him is
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now it's Roberto Baggio.
Pretty robust defending.
That's headed upfield. Fiddles it through. Hernes. And that interception was most necessary. DiMarco. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Messi. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Beckham. No way through. Messi.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
De Paul engages and forces him off the
Beckham
ball.
ball.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Played back in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Lazio clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that was vital.
ഒരു കാര്യമില്ല.
And that's it. So it is
Draw
something
match.
for
അവൻ
both,
എത്ര ഓട്ടം
but
അടിച്ച്?
ideal for neither. Both parties having to
One
settle
shot,
for
one
what
target.
they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
ആ,
Torres taking in.
അവസ്ഥ. നാല് മാച്ച് കളിച്ച്. ഡ്രോ, 1 ലോസ്, 1 വിൻ. ഇത് സൂപ്പർ സബ് അല്ലേ? ലാസ്റ്റ് മാച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് സ്ട്രീം ഉണ്ടാക്കാം. Opponent found Pavin 3659. എൻ്റെ മോനെ ഡ്രോപ്പ് ഏറ്റു ജാതി സാധനം.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Beckham. White. Eto'o. Goes down, but nothing given. Now then, the ball's come loose. Kaká. Oh, sweet feet.
And you know, Peter, it's great to see Samuel Eto'o on the team sheet. Energetic, fast, strong, deadly finisher, and his stamina is absolutely exceptional. He just doesn't stop running.
Quite genuine African superstar.
And usually leaves you something to remember.
Nicely spread. Can he get onto this? Quadrado. There's the hit!
ഭാഗ്യം സണ്ണടിച്ച് കയറ്റിയത്.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It's
ഇതേപോലെ
Oh, denied brilliantly.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Great leap.
എൻ്റെ മോനെ
They're level in a trice.
ജാതി സാധനടാ.
They say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
നമ്മളെ പിന്നെ പുയിങ്ങ
A
കളിക്കുന്നത്.
wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Drogba. Drogba! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. And now the hit! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Drogba!
Jadi save ടാ. De Gea.
And that's been intercepted. And it's Beckham. Goes searching with that cross. Quadrado. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Drogba. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the first half is done. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal
The
parts.
possession
Couple
ആണ്.
of very good goals for the crowds to
ഈ ഒരു squad
enjoy.
വെച്ചിട്ട് ഇതെങ്ങനെ
And a
ഇത്രക്ക്
game
possession
which is
കളിക്കാൻ
right
പറ്റുന്നു?
on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Second period then underway. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Goes looking wide. Could be danger here. Oh, good read. Well seen. Saw that coming. Away from immediate danger. Now that's well seen too.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rodri with the clearance. Son Heung-min. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
White. Beckham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Eto'o.
Padchi.
Eto'o!
Shit.
Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
When comeback അടിക്കടാ. Comeback.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9. Didier
So,
Drogba.
time for changes
Coming
on
the
both
field
sides,
is
actually.
number
Arsenal
21.
get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
DiMarco calmly anticipates. And here's Drogba.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Caught offside that time.
Head
Well,
offside,
there's plenty
offside.
to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Beckham gets it back. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found the... There's the shot! Played with finesse. Now it's Eto. It's Eto! He should have put that one away.
Eto really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Kulusevski. And that's been won straight back. And it's Guardiola. Dixon. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, now here's a good battle. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
എടാ
Well, he certainly wasn't in the
Even
mood
this
to take
side.
any risks.
Konami.
Arsenal with a
Konami
chance to
എന്നടാ.
counter-attack now. And there goes the final
ഇത്രക്കും
whistle.
നല്ല
What a game.
എന്ത് ഗെയിം
Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this
ചരിത്രത്തിലില്ല.
way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never
എന്റെ
predict.
കൈമേലുണ്ടായ ബോളാന്ന് ഓനെടുത്തിട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോയി. നിർത്തി. Blood 999. Thank you for subscribing. So okay guys, see you in the next stream. Winding up the stream now. Okay guys, see you in the next stream. Bye bye, good night.